Love and happiness. Yeah. Something that can make you do wrong, make you do right. Yeah. Love. Love and happiness. Wait a minute, something going wrong. Someone's on the phone, 3 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, talking about how she can make it right. Yeah, yeah. Happiness is when you really feel good about somebody. There's nothing wrong being in love with someone. Yeah. Oh, baby, love and happiness. Love and happiness. Oh. Love and happiness. Love and happiness. Be good to me. I'll be good to you. We'll be together. Yeah. See each other. Walk away with victory. Yeah. Oh, baby. Love and happiness. Oh, love and happiness. Oh, hey, hey, hey. Make you do right. Hey. Love will make you do wrong. Hey. Make you come home early. Oh. Make you stay out all night long. Oh, love. Wait a minute. And I tell you, our love. Hey, hey, hey. Make you do right. Hey. Love will make you do wrong. Yeah. See, love. Make you wanna dance. Love and happiness. Love is, wait a minute. Love is walking together, talking together, singing together.
Black love plus black dollars equals black power. Black love plus black dollars equals black power. This is your boy, Black Jesus Minister, the Ecclesiastes 3 Christian. Be sure to subscribe to our brother, Yo brother, Brother Bakari on YouTube. Brothers and sisters. Peace, Brother Bakari.
Yeah. Believe in me. Grieve for me if I'm gone and carry on your own. You way stronger than you think. Ain't no safety if it ain't safe. Headshot or the base. Cut the head off the snake.
What's going on, man? Thank y'all for coming through on this Sunday. I'm a couple minutes late. I'm about to give the Bible. I'm about to give the Bible a call right now so he can come on through. Good afternoon, for calling. Can you hear me? Yeah, from the Southern Congo. Can you hear me? Okay, good. Can you hear me? Yeah, I can hear you. Good afternoon. You live on air. That's why I wanted to make sure you could hear me so we can have this conversation. We live on air. How you doing this fine Sunday? I'm doing good. A little hot. With that I'm complaining about. Very humid. You're all right. Well, where you live, y'all only get about 2 weeks of that, right? What you calling hot? What is it, about 75 degrees, 80 degrees? About 90. It's not West Africa hot. It's not South Carolina hot. Alabama hot. Louisiana hot, but it can hold its own. It can hold its own. It can definitely hold its own. Got some tornadoes up this way. So all y'all been happening. Well, good to know you okay. Yeah, listen, I think goes to Mars for that. You know, I don't assume anything or take anything for granted. Okay. Yeah. We were talking. Play real. And do everything I'm supposed to do and then some to make sure life continues on as it shouldn't get any even improvement. Okay. You mentioned Oya. So last week, probably early in the week, it was Monday or Tuesday, and you was explaining to me about the ocean, the water, being an Orisha. That's not Oya. That's the Yemoya. Okay. Yemoya and Oloko. Yemoya and who? And Oloko. That's the hurricane. That's the hurricane? No, Oloko is the Orisha that's at the bottom of the ocean. So the top part is Yemoya. People often talk about Yemoya and Oloko like it's one, but actually the ocean is divided into two. We have the very depth of the ocean where it's so dark, but these ships are falling when nobody can find them. That's why things are down there. It's untold wealth at the bottom of the ocean. But people get that mixed up where they see the blue ocean now. Olocum is not blue. We give him the color white, but it's not blue. Yemoja is the woman and Olocum is the man. Olocum is at the bottom, Yemoja is at the top. Mm-hmm. Okay. But Yemoja, that's the grandmother. Yemoja. The grandmother. Everybody is the mother of everybody. But the point I want to make, not to confuse anybody, we go swimming. People go in the ocean, go boating, whatever the case. We had these accidents. Nobody first tell them do they give anything, not to anything. First tell them do they give any sacrifice to Yemoya. See, the ocean is an Orisha. Okay? She is an Orisha. And all these Orishas, they take blood as a rule. Or you can give her flowers and you can give her, throw money in there. Sometimes I go in there to do certain things. I'll throw some money. When I say throw some money, I'm not being disrespectful. I give her some money. Of course, I have to throw it in there. And But for those people who like to swim, and they talk about the tides coming, this, that, and the other, well, they don't know that they have to give something. Even if they pay it, 7/4, they don't understand.
Is that like the wish? Let me ask you a question. So, like the wishing well, when they're tossing money in the water, would that be similar? That would be similar.
That is an offshoot of very good Bakari. That's offshoot that same idea. You want something, you have to give something. I don't care how you do it. It doesn't matter. If you want something, you have to give something. So yes, the wishing well. I remember I was at a restaurant one day with this fellow, and I saw they had a wishing well around Oshun, which is water also. And I got up and politely gave it to him. He said, "What you doing, man? What you doing? What you doing?" I said, "I'm doing that show." And he said, "Oh, can I do it?" Because he's a white boy. I said, "You can do it." I said, "Spirits don't care what color you are. They don't care as though human beings give a what about what color? Well, that's what you've been brainwashed to believe. They don't care. Well, does it matter?" I said, "Give what your heart tell you to give." So yeah, the wishing well is one thing. You know, you make it when you see people they throw money things off the bridge to the river. That's the ocean. They don't know it. They don't know because the name of things have been negated. You don't know. We haven't been told the facts. We haven't been given that power of knowledge. So what happens is that when we do something, we're not doing it wrong. We just don't know the depth of it. When we go to the ocean, I don't know down there where you are if they have many religious Jews or not, but Yom Kippur, I think it is. They take the chicken, a white chicken, or just a chicken. They wipe the body off with the chicken, the whole head to toe, and throw them chickens in the water. Throw them chickens in the river. Live. That's a sacrifice. Of course, it's them, and nobody says anything. It's who you are and who's covered what, and what's what in the other. But if you understand the power, knowledge is power, you do something like that, they look at you like you're crazy. It will benefit you by doing it. It's to know when to do it.
So you say they wipe a chicken off and throw the chicken in the water.
Take that chicken.
Basically, they drown the chicken.
It will eventually drown.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So they don't literally, but they throw it out there in the water and let it drown.
Yeah.
So they're doing a sacrifice. But when we do it, but when we doing sacrifice, they have a problem with it because of how we do it. Or I think they have a problem is because of who we are.
No, because you are doing it. Then how you do it? Because you are doing it. They have a problem because I am doing it. I went to the chicken market 20 times to get chicken. Man, look at me. I looked at him. I said, "I'm here for the same reason you are. I don't care. I don't care because I have as much right on this earth to do things as you do." They again stolen knowledge, power. I went there to the beach one day, to the ocean, to wash out an Ogundabade I had to initiate. And I washed it out, and the other things go along with it. I had to wash it out. And this man comes running down the beach, he was red as hell in the face. I looked at myself, he was crazy. I was doing something to his wife or his mother. No disrespect to ladies on the station here. But yeah, like I was doing something I shouldn't have been doing. No matter what and when. It's a black and white thing. They will always want to keep you in place or out of place. Once you have knowledge of something, no one can stop you and no one can tell you anything. Then you know how they might use the word manipulate. It's not manipulate. It's how to use your knowledge to your benefit. How to work with the powers that be, how to work with the ancestors, how to work with the spirit. As they talk about African spiritualism, how to work with it. Because it all came out of Africa. Yeah. They don't want you to do that. Like I was saying to you when I called you this week, people sometimes, I saw some boys, young boys got drowned in the ocean. They didn't know what they should have done to gone there, number one. Number two, they didn't know to do anything once they got there. It's their parents, oh, we don't believe that. We're good this, we're good that, we're good the other. Religion, as we once said before, has nothing to do with spiritualism. Religion is how you want to care to worship God, and that's what they call it. You're going down a certain path. Deal with spiritualism.
Religion is more, I'm trying to think of the right word. I don't want to call it a cult, but they are told how to worship. In African spirituality, we're not told how to worship.
Oh, you're told, no, no, don't get wrong. You're told how to do things. You're just not out the top of your head going to do something because you feel, oh, I'm going to do this. So I'll try to feel good. So you're not going to do that. Because you don't know. I tell you, when I was a boy of 10 years old, I took a bus to a certain place to get some medicine. And we knew exactly where to get off, exactly what store to go into. Never been there in that store before. But I still didn't understand what to do with the instance once I got it. Because the lady asked me, she said, you know what to do? And I said, no. But the Spirit took me there. A little old boy.
Okay.
Sure did. Got back on the bus and came back down to my grandma's house. At that Panama, right ahead and burnt that incense.
So let me ask you, this is something that we haven't, we spoke about it, but we didn't like go in depth, right? Because this is something I'm going to start doing more. I have to start doing more. I'm going to ask you the importance of it. Like pouring libations to your ancestors and calling your ancestors' name, my ancestors, you know, our people from the continent, our African-American ancestors, the importance of pouring libations and calling, and should we call their name when we pour libations?
Yeah.
Can you please explain the importance of that and how that would
Okay. When you call somebody's name, I don't care what side, I'll say the cloud of the door you're in, you hear your name being called. Okay, you call your father's name 9 times, call your mother's name 7 times. Very important about the number. Don't ask me why.
So say that again. You call your mother's name how many times? 9?
7 times.
7? Okay. Yeah. How many times you call the father's name?
9 times.
9, okay.
And you pour this libation, can be white rum, white gin. Some people pour beer, some people water, but I'm serious about I pour gin or white, as they go. The importance of that is that you're calling them and you're asking, like, oh, because they do currently so. They say, okay, class, okay, that's cool. And I said, well, how much is it going to cost? You say, okay, cost you $10, cost you this, cost that. I got to pay for it, I can't get it free. But you make giving a gift. But when you call the ancestors, you got to pay them. They'll acknowledge it. That's part of the program. You got to acknowledge and give them.
Okay.
And you go ahead. A lot of times people do that. You can do it anywhere, really. So a lot of times people do that on the door sill. On the door sill itself, and they'll come. They're happy to get it. I might have spoke to you about it before. I have a cousin, and I was telling her she got upset about something. And I said, well, you need to call your parents. And she's all been caring. I said, this is what you're doing. I told her exactly what I just told you. As soon as she did it, she quieted down. They had to come around her. And she started crying. I told her, I said, you cannot be cheap. You cannot be spendthrift. You can't be pound uppity wise and pound foolish. You can't do that. I told her, I said, I said, when was the last time you saw your people? She said, I haven't been there since I told her that. Over 20, 30 years ago. I said, listen to you something. You better acknowledge them because they're the ones supporting you. They're helping you. I can tell you a lot of things. I can do a lot of things. But I'm not your mother or your father or your grandmother. I'm not going to make believe that I am. I said, I think about mine all the time. I said, I pray for them all the time. I said, I pour the liquor down. I said, I do. I said, I don't do nothing. I do a lot. Sometimes, you can't really do too much sometimes. You can't really overdo it. You have to just know when to do it. But yet, the pouring of libation is important. Depending upon your culture, you could be in Africa and you pour milk. And even we here, what do you call the Hindus? They give milk to Lord Ganesh. Same thing. So they don't want you to really know too much about the do it. They don't talk about what they do. They don't talk about what they do. But I have a few friends that are Indian and they give me this and talk about this, that, and other. Now listen, it makes sense. It makes sense. I mean, it makes common sense. Put it like this. I mean, when I listen, I can put it together. Say, oh, okay. It doesn't, like I said in another discussion we had, you don't have to know the Yoruba name and translate it to English. If you know the name, it's not always the English translation. There's a common bond, common thread between all spirits. That's how you go about doing it. The libations are very important. There is libation, in a sense.
You say prayers, libations?
Yeah.
So when you do I can't even in Jimba.
When you light a candle, that's enlightenment. That you light a candle. I used to tell people, I used to give a certain bath, and in fact, the bath I said, any bath you can do, you light a candle when you come out the tub, and I give them to read 27 Psalm once they come out the tub. When you light that candle and you talk and you pray, it's an incantation. Actually, what we call them psalms or whatever, but something you read when you light the candle. That's the other side seeing you're reaching the other side. When you after you get finished with the candle, you pinch the candle out. You don't get so there's so much. I mean, there's so many little things that you do. There is no end.
So
another question.
Yeah, let's talk about Sankofa. Remembering. Because that's what Sankofa is, right? Remembering.
Oh, Sankofa.
Yeah.
Okay, Sankofa. Okay, you see the bird. You see the bird turning around, preening his feathers, his tail feathers. Sankofa means we have to go back and retrieve what we left behind. And when they snatched us out of Africa generations ago, we left a lot of things behind because that knowledge was not given again and again and again. This is why you, myself, and so many other people are thirsty, hungry for the knowledge, the understanding of the African continent, of what they do, how they do, and why. They know that there's certain kind of prosperity there. You feel so prosperous. How they get caught up in what they got caught up in? It's because it was a different animal, a different germ, a different everything. But if we have the knowledge that we should have, which is Sankofa, go back and get what you left behind. What your grandfather, your great grandfather, what those old folks, when they came here, what they left behind, was all we are our own ancestors. We are the same people that were taken out of Africa. Generation after generation. I know Bulgaria very well. We might fuss sometime, and we fuss before.
Yeah, he fussed with me today.
Same people, different name. another face. Same.
You know, that's what I believe. That's what I say too, that we are our ancestors.
Huh?
I say that's what I say. We are our ancestors.
Oh yeah, we are. They used to say to me when I was a kid, they're gone now, passed on. My father's people would say, I reminded them of Papa, meaning their father. And I have a grandson, and he reminds me in many ways of my father, where he has to have hot cereal, he has to have certain things. When my daughter told me that, I looked at my brow and looked, I said, really? And you got children, I said, your grandfather talking about her grandfather, my father. So my grandson has ways of his great grandfather. We are the same people traveling again and again and again, and we come back to get it right. Even our conversations right here and now, the oral tradition to pass it on. I'm not sitting physically in front of you, but I'm sitting spiritually in front of you, giving you the information that was handed to me that I so also have acquired. I know what I must. So because you inquired, you say, Baba, so and so and so and so. I say, yes, this is what you need to learn. This is what you need to do. I never put it on a person and say you must do it. Because if you don't, that's what happens to you. I'm not trying to fight you. But I can strongly suggest people to listen, to make inquiries, and to do. Because a lot of times people say, I'm an American, I'm this, no. I don't care how much of an hybrid we are, and I'm a hybrid myself. This blood went in, and that blood went in, the other blood in. But this is who I am. The different, how can I say, parts of the pie are no more than the vehicle. But I am an African. Like I said, you had called me earlier. I said, I cut my conversation because I was talking to Africans. I talk to them every day. I just do. If I don't talk, I'm texting. I communicate with Africa every day. That's me. See, before we couldn't do it easy. Because we didn't have the cell phone. Cell phones make it real easy. Real easy. All you have to do is get on there. 1, 2, 3. What's up? You're in Africa. And right now, I'm making my business, find out, see what's going on. I see this is what I need. Blah, blah. That's how you got that too. That's how you got that too. I said, Baba, me. That's what how I addressed him. I said, I want so and so and so and so. He said, Baba, me, it's going to cost so and so and so and so. I said, okay. See, I say okay in a minute because I know the benefit. If I didn't understand, I won't even say it. If I hadn't had that closeness with the continent, the people, and the culture, that's the better word, the culture, might not mean too much to me. But either fact that I've had connection very well. I know the importance of it. I know what it does. It works, it works, it works, it works. Sometimes we want to get rich real quick. That's I want consistency, open flow of cash flow prosperity, whatever. Give me some good health. Give me this, give me that. I can take $10 and go to the store. Used to be able to do that years ago. I have a connection. I know take $10, go to the store and get a nice bit of stuff. The guy I know that. That's what Amari Watson looking out for me. He said, Pi, what you want? What you need? I said, so and so and so. Point my finger, this, that. Sometimes I can give him $10, walk out about 5 bags, shopping bags of food. there again, I've done my homework. And when I say my homework, I've done what I have to do. I've given the sacrifice there. I've given this one that. I've given this one that. I've given everybody something. But when it comes time for me to get something, they're right there on time. They let them through, let them through, let them through. I don't have to stand on the back of the line all the time.
Okay.
That's what happened. So almost like having food stamps that you've been able to collect. You have a job, have a vacation where you can collect the time. Green stamps. I've been doing things for a certain amount of time. I'm going to a little bit of money. And this particular store, you get what I need. Well, I've learned to live with less and still have more. That's what they'll teach you to do. Anybody got a question?
Well, there's no questions right now, so we can.
What you got on your mind there?
Well, I wanted us, to continue with, you mentioned I mentioned Sankofa, right?
Sankofa.
Yes.
Sankofa is
And
a word. Mm-hmm.
And I wanted us to continue with the Sankofa and libations.
Okay, we hit on libations. Sankofa is understanding the meaning of the bath. Sankofa is understanding the very sacrifice that maybe you can't do, but you need to go. Let's say you're going to eat. You need to know something. You say, all right, check something out for me. Okay. I said, all right, we're going to have to give a rooster or two roosters to Esther. We'll have to give a rooster to Elboom. He'll say, watch the messages. Because I said, when I checked them out, that's how many they want. Well, how'd you check them out? I got an okay link. There's going to be a lot of questions in the beginning. Okay, because you don't know. Once you get an understanding, you start to feel if I do this, I do that, if I do this, that, and the other. Sankofa means I had to go back to where I began, where things began, or we will start and collect those. And collect means to get the knowledge. Well, somebody expects you to go back and get things, something. Yeah. Now you can get something physical and don't know how to use it. You get a gun and don't know how to use it.
Yeah.
A lot of things you don't know how to use them for collecting. But you're going back to and there's so many places, so much knowledge for current you get. There's knowledge. It's unbelievable how you can enrich yourself with knowledge. So important. So very important.
Yeah, knowledge is knowledge is very important. And having this, and what happened when like the griot who gave the like the oral traditions. For some, I guess we kind of got away from that. And would that be a part of what given the oral traditions and things that we have said and done, the things that we have done and teaching about our people? That's also Sankofa, right?
Yep. So many little things. The knowledge. Sankofa. Let me put it like this. Let me say this to you. I've said before. It's not always wise for a husband and a wife to sleep in the same bed because of certain energy that shouldn't be transmitted. Has nothing to do with sex. Has nothing at all to do with sex. The ritual this, that.
Now you gonna get. Can you hear me?
And we don't know not to do it.
Taking you out the chili.
Just don't know not to do it.
So get
We
ready
could have done so wrong with it. What's going to do that? What's going to do the other? Well, when you look at it on the face, There's nothing wrong with it, but when you look at it, it's good to do. There's always reasons. There's always a story behind this, a story behind the other, a story behind the other. It's stories that, that sound like nothing, but go far. Talk about money in water. When you see money on the sidewalk outside, you really shouldn't pick it up. You don't know why somebody might have done something with that coin and threw it there to get rid of bad luck. And that could be paper money too. I had a woman one time come knock on my door and she insisted I take this money. She insisted I take this money. She said somebody forgot to drop the blah blah. I looked in her face, I knew she was lying. I knew she was lying. Somebody did something to that money, she wanted me to take it. I took it, pushed it down and turned around and beat on it. I certainly did. I've been taught a lot of things with a lot of people.
What if it's a lot of money?
Huh?
What if it's a lot of money?
A lot or little. Put in that jar, put on something, urinate on it.
Say it again.
I said, put it in that pot or pan or whatever and urinate. It might be nothing. It might be nothing wrong with that money at all. But why take the chance?
Yeah.
Why take the chance? What's it going to do? You stand there and put that thing like I did in the jar, feet on it real good. Woman, put in a whatever, stand over, squat, whatever, and urinate on it real good. And leave it there. Take it out, dry it, and then go spend it. This woman, I forget how much money she bought so nice little bit of money. I said, no, I didn't. And she insisted I take it. Well, shortly thereafter, she moved. Because there's a few women around here like that. And they were white women too. They don't like to get the clothes, but they were white women. Understood that whatever they were doing was not bothering me at all. Whatever they were doing was not bothering me. So they had to go a little deeper. And when they went deep, I went deep. So they stopped.
Okay.
They went deep and I went deep. You have to be taught things, told things. Like I said before, especially back in the day, but when folks were doing the boogaloo and partying, what have you, I was with my godmother. Every Friday, Saturday night, I was with her. I was off on those 2 days. I worked nights. And that was my party. Hanging out with her. Because we had swarms and swarms and swarms of people would come. And everybody needed something. Everybody needed a bath. Everybody came for something. I kid you not. I was in college. I was in the university. And when I went there, we'd eat. I'd stand there. I would learn. I'd be in the back where she fixed stuff. People wouldn't know what I was doing. They know I was there. But, I didn't have to know who did this. She said, well, this, after a while, I knew what was up. And I did that for over 11 years. You might say, well, why did it take you so long to learn? Sometimes you repeat it again and again and again. It fastens in your brain. Sometimes I had to be told something more than once to get it together. Not in every case, but there are many examples. Like I had a class. I remember my godmother giving this particular thing. I got it, and I did. And stuff away from Boston. Had I not been there to get that lesson and watch and see and ask, when my client asked me a question, I wouldn't be able to help. But sometimes the baths don't help. Sometimes it might be an oil. Sometimes it might be a sacrifice. That's why I've had more than one teacher that can collectively put things together.
Okay.
So that's what Sun Kofa is about. See, when we hear the word Sun Kofa, we like candles. We don't get the gist of it because nobody explains it to us. Sun Kofa is to go back. Go back and get it from your ancestors. How many of us had ancestors or grandparents and now our ancestors, our aunts and uncles that have told us things? Even a simple just a word. Don't do that. That will happen. Don't do the other. Boy, you better go ahead and do something. That's a lesson. That's being taught. Somebody might say, okay, put your dollars all in one direction. The $1, the 5, the 10, the 20, or whatever. Put them all in one direction and in order. There's something to that. So, there's always something to be learned. Some Kofa, that's a simple word, one word, it's a one word that is very deep, means so much. So when you hear me say I went to Africa, I have gone physical more than one time. But when you say when I said in Africa, I'm getting less learning. Sometimes it's just a simple conversation. So it's like you ask me a question or say something. It's an explanation. And behind that explanation, you get an answer. And after you get that answer from that explanation, whatever it might be, you're able to apply it and apply it again. And then you can come back again. And as you did your simple, so yeah, it's the same thing. I don't have a problem telling you. That's how you learn. Because you one day will tell your grandchildren, somebody, the same thing I'm telling you. You might say, I heard, but it worked for me, or whatever the case may be.
Yeah. Well, that's how you learn. Ask questions. Listen, you won't learn if you're not willing to learn. If you don't ask questions, you ain't gonna learn.
Mm-hmm.
No, I say when you was talking about learning, I say you learn by asking questions and listening.
The only way I know. Truly, that's the only way I know. Sometimes you can ask one question and get an answer that will answer a whole lot of questions. Be quiet and listen. I've done that for years upon years upon years. Listening. Answer one question. And sometimes it's a dialogue. Because each one of us has a certain age. An age that I don't mean old age to be young. After a certain age, you being from your mother's womb, you will know something. Ask the question. And some of us are smart enough to have an answer. But age really doesn't mean anything. Age is a truly number.
You say age is truly a number. So let me let me ask you a question, right? We do what we talking and practice from the Ifa tradition, right?
Yeah.
So I was watching a voodoo festival yesterday in Benin. So from the Ifa tradition, do they have something like that at the festival with the drum beats coming out and the whole community coming together and worshiping?
Let me say, in the book, in Benin is we have a hand, and each finger has a part. Too. Each finger has something that you can same whole body. You might do it differently, but it still comes out to be the same.
Okay.
If not the same, it's going to have similarity. It will benefit you. like I spoke to Haitian people. They have their own what they call pantheon of spiritual beings. They'll say Esri Danto or Esri Frida. No more than Oshun and Yamoya, and how they go back talking to me, how they deal with it. You're a person might not do it like that. I understand something. The people from Haiti, they came out of Africa also. And they all bring certain things, and certain things get, I'll say, turned around, get translated. We'll see, and we'll do different things from it. As we saw in spouse, oh, that worked. Like I had a dream, and you might dream of snake and say, oh, that's bad. I had a dream, so that was a good dream I had. You know, it all depends on how you dream. Like I told you, don't dream. If you dream somebody laughing, that's not good.
You say dream somebody laughing is not good?
No. Mm-mm.
It's not?
No, in a dream, that's not good. That's disappointment. Now, if you dream crying, that's good.
So the happy dream is good, the sad dream is good, the happy dream is bad, the sad dream is good.
Something like that. Especially you smell or you dream or you smell something to do with feces. That's money, that's good.
Okay.
You know, if you've done this for a while, I've done it for a while, there's certain books that will teach you certain things. And as you get into it, it pulls itself to you. You learn and understand it better. Like right now, I'm giving you lessons.
Mm-hmm. And I'm listening. Hello?
I can't talk about it.
Oh, this phone tripping. I said, you said right now you're giving me lessons, and I said, yeah, and I'm listening.
No. I know.
But you know, when we do these and you come on here live and you talk, I got to catch you when your son is over there so he can show you how to come on the panel. But I want us to start with I don't ever say it right. Start with the predicate, the MG, and I want to start with it and end with it.
What, the Majuba?
Yep, the Majuba.
Yeah, well, I was thinking that too. We can do that. That's not a problem. You want me to do it now?
Well, if you're done, we had a few more minutes for you to teach.
Okay, talk to me. Ask me a question.
If you were still teaching, there's no questions in the chat.
I'm sure people will come and listen.
Yeah, hopefully, yeah. You know, I tell people, y'all make sure y'all share the show. Share it. Because we want to get back into, if we want to send Kofi Moan,
even see, listen, let me say this to you. We talk about African spirituality, it covers what Black people are about no matter where. See, we're here, you're in Georgia, I'm in New York, we're still Africans in America. And none of us came over here voluntarily. Some of us might have migrated from the Caribbean islands, as my father's people did, but they were brought from Africa first. And from the Caribbean islands, they found themselves over here. There's still Africans coming to America. They were coming one way or another to better themselves. One came because they didn't have a choice, and the others saw opportunity in other places and said, let me go there and see if I...
You went out, Pat Benny, if you're still there.
I'm right here.
Okay. You said they saw opportunity, then it went out.
Yeah, you know, like I said, many of us, like my mother's people, they were born here. We're not born here. Many of us were born here. How we got here, we were brought here. I said, and then we think or feel sometimes from the Caribbean aspect, it's a different thing. It's no different. It's just Africans that were put on those islands and were able to hold on to a certain culture and a way, and decided to migrate here to this country here, the United States, to have a better opportunity. I said all of us are Africans, and unfortunately, some of us think that we're different or better than the other.
Yeah, that was the next thing I was going to ask you. How do we use our spiritual? I guess we go start with the Sankofa, but how do we use our spiritual systems to get us to come together as to get us to forget about the hatred toward one another?
All right, let me say this to you. Something like I remember last week you were talking about how all the people from Africa, different places, they had this festival. Well, all the MLAs, I say the MLAs I'm talking about, Oshun, Ogun, Eshu, the various MLAs, they don't always get along. It's like people don't get along. And the common cause might be might be financial. Some of us might never ever get along. So we must not live in a dream world. Just like Caucasians, Europeans, they don't always get along. They will unite and use us, but they don't get along.
No, and that's what I'm saying. I know all of us not gonna get along, but but for what we have gone through in the world, right? I'm not saying we're gonna be best friends. We should be able to use something so we can learn to work together. That's what I'm talking.
The only way we're gonna do that is when we learn the necessity of doing what we're doing now and stepping away. And as I said, they're fast to be used, they're sacrificed. And when you do these things, you pray, you ask, and they bind us. They bring us closer. They bring us closer. Like I said to my son, it's hard to live amongst us, but I miss my people sometimes. I said, I truly miss my people. Yet still, our people hurt one another. It's like it's an oxymoron. How do you make it work? That's a good one. Because even in Africa, they have misunderstandings about how to make it work.
Yeah, I know.
And that's the truth. The camaraderie I have with the Babalawo that I have over there in Nigeria, Europe, he might not have that same camaraderie with his people right there. He can ask me for things, I can ask him for things. He'll say, oh yeah, let me tell you this, that, and the other. And then I'll bring it to you. And once I bring it to you, what do you do with it? What do I do with it? We have a show. We have now, you said, okay, this is a platform. We're going to speak on this every Sunday. How many people come and listen to what we're talking about? And then how many people are going to say, okay, let me have that pepper, that, whatever the case may be. Let me use that. Let me see how that works. Because inevitably, it's all down to what you're using and what you're doing. Somebody might say, well, I have to go to court. What am I going to do? I said, well, I can do this, that. There's a few things I can do. When somebody said, well, every time it's all about money, I said, what's that for spirit? If it's not talking about gold, I mean, money is talking about gold. It's not talking about something. Somebody might say, well, I got a flower. How much? What kind of flower you want? Oh, I'll take a pound of flour, half a pound of flour. The different words, different clothes people use. Something's going to be exchanged for something. It could be moonshine. I said, well, how many gallons of moonshine? Oh, I need about, let me have 10 gallons of moonshine. Well, okay. I need so and so and so. So I might say, and just in reverse. You know, you might say, I need this from you, I need that from you. But I got about 11 gallons of moonshine, so and so and so. And I sip them all. So, okay, it's good shine you got. Okay, I can do X, Y, and Z for you. Still come out the money.
Yeah.
Still come out the money. You have something that I want or I need, I can make it work for me. I got something differently. I have something, I can make it work for you. And I'm going to tell you how to use it. That's also the African tradition. That's also spiritual. They call it barter. Call it whatever you want. That's what goes on. So,
Okay. Well, Ogundabade. That's what I'm gonna call you on here. One of my people that white say call him Ogundabade. Well, Pat Benny, I would like you to get huh?
listen, just call me Father because you're going to mess up a good name. Just call me Father.
No, I just said it right. Ogundabade. I just don't say it fast. If I say it fast, I might stutter.
Okay.
But I call you Pat Benny. But anyway, first before we do, let's give him an applause for coming through.
It's always my pleasure to come. Always.
Glad to have you come. So, but before you do the M, I don't say it right. The prayer.
Okay. Maduba Ifa, Maduba Odame,
Majuda over the net.
Maduba Orumila, Maduba Olofia, Maduba Orisa, Maduba all of our ancestors, Maduba all the Babalaos that are divine and worship Ifa, Maduba all the Babalaos that passed away, and Maduba, the owner of this day. May we all have prosperity and good fortune and success until we see each other, hear each other, or feel each other again.
I shall. All right. Thank you for coming through. I'll give you a call in a little while. My daughter want to take me somewhere.
Okay, we'll talk later, okay?
All right.
Take care now.
Later. Yeah, I'm glad y'all came through on this Sunday to hear and discuss African spirituality and some of the things that, that we need to learn. Share the show, pass the show along. It's more of us might be interested in learning about African spirituality. And I thank y'all for tuning into the channel. Peace and one love.